Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we are going to be kicking off a new player guide for Etheria Restart. This can be for new or returning players. We've just kicked off season 5 of this game, right? So this game runs in seasons. So in season 5, they have made a lot of changes and updates to the new player experience. And I think this game finally, after a year, is in a place where I think definitely it is worth playing. And I consider this to be one of the most generous gacha games that I have played. And I'm someone who's been playing gacha games since 2019, so about 7 years. So let's get started. So this video is going to be an introduction into the series, what we are going to be doing and what we will be covering. So today I'll be giving a brief overview of the game and different aspects of the game that you need to do early. And I will do a step by step. So every video will show progression, right? And I plan to play this account, at least get it up to level 100 and make it RTA ready as well and do some RTA on it as well and walk you all through every step of progression in this game. So early on, when you just start the game, you clear chapter 1 and you get some default heroes. So as you can see in my roster here, you get one 5-star, 4-star actually SSR hero right off the bat, which is Lian. Then you also get Gray and Dorothy and Chiaki the Echo and Kachi the Guard. So these are all your default heroes that you start off with. So early on, the main goal is to just push through chapters and push as far as you can. The chapters of the story are pretty easy. They made it much better, I feel now. Instead of walking around aimlessly, which I felt in this game initially when I started my account, the progression is a lot faster now. What they have done is that they've made it into chapters kind of. So otherwise it used to take a lot of time, but like I went through chapter 1 in about 15-18 minutes. And this is also a good point to stop and maybe re-roll, but I don't really recommend re-rolling on this game because if you play this game long enough, you will end up getting every single hero in the game. So what does the season have? Let's cover that a little bit. So once you complete chapter 1, you unlock events. So in events for new players, and this one is, yeah, for the new players, you get off a 7-day this hyper link gala where you end up getting a perfect lattice on games on 7th day. I will do a detailed video about these lattices because one thing I will tell you straight off the bat, you don't want to end up using them on the wrong hero. Getting the heroes is not difficult, but unlocking their complete potential and power is where resource management comes in. You don't get enough resources as a free to play to max level every hero. And this becomes perfect lattice is the biggest blocker to doing that. So investing in the right SSR heroes is extremely important. So in this 7-day calendar, on day 2, we do also end up getting a light and dark hero, which if any of you are familiar with games like Summoners Wars or Epic 7, these are the most, I would say, the best heroes in the game. So this banner, so you get one free off the bat here. So we'll talk about which one to pick here as well. What else do you have? You get one free outfit here as well. Also, if you come down here, you have the hyper camp assessment. So as you complete missions here, you end up getting these points. And on 200 points, so you get basically every level of progression, you get certain goodies. Here you have 5 summons, 500 crystals, and again at the end a gold lattice, a perfect lattice. So this again is for new players. You can also reconfigure 3 heroes for the first 14 days of your account. So what does reconfigure means? It completely resets the hero and gives you back all the resources that you have invested in them. Then you also have this summer surprise here. This is for all players, I believe. So here, kinetic, another type of summoning. I will do a detail on what are the summoning systems in this game as well. So we'll go into in depth of everything. And if you come down here, you have a code here as well. So if you go into settings and go into others, you redeem code, you just paste this here and you again get some goodies which will land up in your inbox. So you get 10 summons here, plus uh, from basically this is again for all new heroes. You get a lot of goodies again here. See, as you can see, again another set of 20 summons here, 10 apex summons. So you get a lot of stuff to just start off right at the bat. So now let's go back in here. What else do we have here? So you have this Pyro Gala. This is a regular event. I won't dive too much into that. We have a new skin, but this is a skin that you have to purchase. So this is the first time they've done something like this. This is the summer surprise. Then as we go down here, these are all regular events. One more thing I wanted to cover. So where is the new player? Hang on, let's get there. Give me a second. Again, skin. There's just so much stuff going on. So these are all your normals. So yeah, this is again when you log in every day, you get another calendar of summons. These are all summons, and at the end of the day, you get a random SSR hero again. And as you also rank up, you get these rewards right up to level 100. So this again has about 6 of these gold lattices that I've been talking about. And you have a 7-day commission. So they have made good changes, I believe, in this. So now you get Ninofinial. She's a very good hero for PvE on day 7. And in phase 2, you get Raymary. Raymary is extremely good in PvP. So you get free these 2 heroes from doing this commission. Then you also have this. So as you do stuff in the game, again, you get some gems and you'll get it from doing pretty much everything in the game. So there'll be more details about that later. So this is the events tab. So basically in this season for new players, by just doing the regular stuff, you get about 580 summons, which is insane. Then this is your hyperlink charter. So when you start off your account, you want to just come in here and follow what the game is telling you to do from here. This is basically the best way to start off the game. And as you unlock, as you complete missions, you get rewards here. And parallelly, you have these as well. So this is a Leanne journey basically. So as you level her up, do stuff with her in the game, you again get goodies. So you want to just follow this chart up at the start and try to get everything done from here. Then you have the shop. Now in the shop, as a free to play, I'll always say, so obviously pick up the free stuff that you get. So we get these free summons here. Now you want to come in here into the weekly packs and you want to buy this every week, the Apex prototype. You get a lot of currency in this game, these gems. So you can spend it. You want to buy these because as a free to play, this is the best way. Typically, if you do 5 summons on an Apex banner, it's 1500 gems. So there's a discount of 300 here. You don't need to buy this particular pack because as you can see, I already have 49 of these summons. So you get plenty of these summons in the game. You don't really need to buy summons. Even if you're spending money in the game, I think summoning is the last thing you should be spending money on. Then you have this exchange shop where again, all of these shops will unlock as you play the game. There's a lot more stuff in here as well. Now, early game, basically now what we'll do, we'll also do some of our summons here. Also, you have this achievement tabs, which gives out goodies. So as you do stuff again in the game, you get lots and lots of resources. So the game throws a lot of resources at you. That's why I say of all the gacha games I played, like on my main account also, I don't really spend money. I don't really feel any need to or any compulsion to because I have every single hero in the game on my main account. And I'll show you guys as we progress through this account that I'm sure by the end of it, I'll end up having every single hero. So it's pretty easy to do. Summoning is not a challenge at all in this game. Now, when you come into the summon banner on the new account, you do get a lot of different banners. So this is a beginner banner. You have Yelly and Plume on this. This is available for 14 days. So this basically you can choose which basically hero you want to go for. But you can save this for maybe the first 13 days and see what you get from your regular summons. You may end up getting one of these 2 heroes from the regular banner, which is the permanent summon banner. Now, the cool part of this banner is you can actually pull every single hero in the game. So you can end up getting every single one here. As you can see, pretty much, yes, you can. So, except for the rarest form of heroes right now in the game, which is a new addition, like even Nathaniel now, who's just recently come out, he's on the banner. You can end up actually pulling him from the regular banners as well. Regular banners cause these anima prototypes. Then you have your apex. So there are two types of, basically there are two types of heroes which are above SSR. One is kinetic, which is Nathaniel, which is the newest banner. So I would strongly recommend always pulling on the latest heroes, and the older heroes you'll probably end up getting from here. So there is no real need to pull on this banner, I believe, because these are, you want to save these up, right? Because after this banner goes up, probably a Apex banner will come. So you do want to hang on to these prototypes here. And these summons cost 300 gems per pull. Whereas on the permanent banner, even if you're using gems, it costs about 200 gems. So it's always better to pull on this banner. So let's see if we end up getting a early SSR here. We'll just do some summoning. We've got 50 saved up, and pretty much I've got these 50. Ditting's pretty good. We've got these 50 in about 20 minutes of play. So if you do want to try to re-roll, you do re-roll. Oh my god. Okay, so we've just pulled one of the best PvP heroes in the game, Luvia, which is insane. So that is what I was talking about. So she's an Apex hero. So normally, if I would be pulling on an Apex banner, I would be spending about 50% more in terms of cost of gems to summon for it. So getting her from there is pretty cool. Although she doesn't really help us at all in the early game, because she's not really a PvE hero. So that's what we ended up with. So basically now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be pushing through these chapters, and I'm going to be following this hyperlink charter. So like for example, now we need to defeat Jax. So before now I cut this video and move on to progressing further, I want to talk about what are the various sources of power for the heroes. So typically, any gacha game you play, you have these regular things where you level up heroes and you end up getting stats for it. Another way is you improve their skill levels. So to improve skill levels, you need these materials, but these are, you can farm these. The main are these lattices. So as you can see, the SSR heroes cost the perfect lattice, whereas the SR hero will cost you evolution lattice, which are much easier to get. So early game, I'm not going to be investing too much into any SSR hero except for Lian, because again, as a part of the charter of the progression, if we go in, okay, we don't have that unlocked yet, but it will pop up here somewhere where we'll actually end up getting all her lattice absolutely free. So you can actually max skill her for free, which is pretty cool. Then another source of power is your shell. So what, this is something which is a little unique to this game. So this is a character that goes on your hero. So like for example, we have this phantom cat equipped. It also has substats. So like this one has onslaught. Now this counts towards your gear. So when you gear a hero, the shell imprint, whichever, right now it has only one, which is onslaught. But typically as you get later into the game, you'll have three of these. So they help you make up the module sort. So as you can see, if you total up, this is the level, you can see just one star here, right? So this, if you add up, it turns into 6. But because we have this 2 shell, we get the 8-piece set of onslaught. So don't worry about the gearing part right now. We will get into gearing later. Early game, all of this gear is trash. It will go in the bin. And it's not really worth investing anything into the early modules that you get unless you are getting stuck and you're not able to cross a stage. That's the only time when you level this up. So shell is and shell each shell has its unique basically skill as well. So like this shell has that after Liam will attack, this shell will deal 30% of Liam's damage plus 800 on a critical, and on a critical hit it will add another 1000 damage. So that's basically a part of the skill with it. And as you level up this, again you will get 3 more passive skills here. So I'll do a separate video completely on shells because it's very difficult to cover it in this video, because I think this in itself as a topic is a 20-30 minute video. And the last source of power which came in last season are imprints. We currently don't have that unlocked, and it unlocks at level 30, and we are currently at level 5. So when that happens, we will definitely walk through that as well. In terms of game progression, you have Grim Pursuit where you get your shells basically, and as you can see, it goes up till here, and this is where you are getting all your red shells. Basically, red shells. This is where you start looking at the shells you're getting. All these early shells are just for getting to this stage. And similarly, this is still not unlocked. Threshold is where you get your modules, and modules are basically your gear. Investigation is where you end up getting XP chips to level up your heroes. And GP outpost is where you get the chips to level up your skills. So all of it is in sync with each other. Then later, yeah, all of this stuff will get unlocked. And once it does, we'll definitely dive into that as well. So yeah, this is just a short introduction video that I wanted to do, which has actually ended up being pretty long. So do look out for stuff on this account. I will stream this account as well, and I will do a step-by-step video guide of progression, modules, everything that you need to know about Etheria Restart. So please do like and subscribe to the channel so that you stay updated on the latest content that is coming out on the game. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all soon.